The question of the day: is your life too boring to rap? Coming up now. All right, Rap Dominance family. This question is a common question because you have a lot of people who are upcoming rappers that have not lived the typical lifestyle, quote unquote, of a rapper. Now, one of the stigmas of rappers is that their life is often not true. So I don't really understand why that's a question, but I could understand it if you don't want to, falsify your life in any way, which that makes sense because I don't condone doing that. All right, portraying something that you're not. I don't condone that. Now, I want to give you the tools that you need in order to use the life that you do have to create a great fan base and to actually have a great body of work. I want you to use what you do have. Now, the first tip I have, or the first suggestion I would tell you, is to dramatize the life that you are leading. Okay, you want to dramatize it. It's not what you say necessarily, but how you say it. Okay, shout out to How to Rap. Okay, the person who runs the channel How to Rap, shout out to him. Okay, that is a great tip. All right, but great minds think alike. There's a lot of people who are giving advice on YouTube, and the advice they're giving is they don't know what they're talking about. They're just winging it. Okay, I have 20 plus years of experience in this field, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, now when it comes to dramatizing your raps, you can just really listen to these different rappers out here, listen to their songs, and a lot of their songs, there's nothing really deep about it. There's no deep story behind it. It's just the way they're saying certain things. Okay, so you have to really look at these different rappers, study them, and you can see for yourself that a lot of times it's more of the way they're saying it than what they're saying. They're not always talking about their life and this and that. And if they are talking about their life, a lot of times it's aspects of their life that everyone goes through. All right, not having money, not breaking up with their girlfriend, or the woman not wanting to deal with them, right, until they had a certain amount of money, right? These are all topics that we all go through, man. All right, and if it's a woman, the other way around, maybe these guys didn't want to deal with you in high school, then you got on, all of a sudden these guys wanted to deal with you. Maybe you got your body right, now these guys want to deal with you. Now you're the baddest chick around. Whatever the case is, what these people talk about is things that really, for the most part, we've all been through it. Okay, for the most part, give or take. Obviously, there's certain aspects of people's lives that they speak about that's unique to them, right? Which makes their story that much more intricate. But that's just a small percentage, man. You can still use the other percentage of things that people often go through, and all you have to do is dramatize that, man. All you have to do is dramatize. All you have to do is put it in a slick way, write it down, in a slick verse, and people will instantly start to connect to you, because when you tell your story, guess what? You create a connection with the audience. Great example, J. Cole. Okay, he always speaks about his life and his come up and his struggles and whatnot, and that's what really connects these people to J. Cole. J. Cole has a whole bunch of diehard fans, man. He can basically go on tour anytime, even if he hasn't put on an album in three years, and guess what? He'll still have a bunch of diehard fans because of the life story that he has told. Okay, it feels like they were with him during that journey. So it is important to tell your story, but if your story is not that exciting, you want to dramatize it. You want to tell it in a way where it sounds more exciting than it is. Okay, I hope I didn't lose you with that. All right, but that's the best way I can put it. Now, tip number 2. Let me get my paper real quick. Rap about current events. Hey, anyone could understand what you're speaking about if you're rapping about current events, things that are happening right now in the society. Okay, sorry about that. The mic got messed up, but yeah, everyone can relate to what you're talking about if you're rapping about current events that are happening in the society. All right, if something happened recently within the last, say, 5 months that was a major event, people are going to remember that for the next 2 years. So you can always rap about that. You can always rap about those type of things. Okay, current events, that's very important. That's something that you can really utilize, to your advantage. Okay, everything is not a story. Everything is not telling your story. Sometimes you're just telling events that happen to you. Sometimes you're just speaking about events that happen in the world. Okay, now tip number 3, speak on philosophy. All right, you want to speak about the philosophy, man. All right, the philosophy that you have. What's your beliefs? What's your belief system? What's your way of thinking? You want to portray that in your music. Okay, music is a way of expression, right? So you want to express your feelings, the way you feel within your music. So yeah, speak about what you think about certain things. Speak about how you look at life. How you view other people, how you think the world should be. Speak about those things. Everything is not about your story. Every song that you hear a rapper speak about is not about his story. It's not about he puts little pieces of that in there, but everything is not about that. That's just a percentage. That's just a portion. What about the other 80%? You know what I mean? You gotta deal with that too. All right. So rap about your philosophies and your ideas. Okay. Right, and your way of thinking. Okay, is more a better way of putting it. Your way of thinking. Rap about your way of thinking. All right. So that's another tip for you. Okay. Another tip I have for you, and this will be the final tip, is you can also speak on somebody else's story, which is what? A form of storytelling, which that's what rap is basically based upon storytelling. A lot of these earlier raps was all storytelling. When you listen to KRS-One and whatever, these people were telling stories, man. You see what I'm saying? So, rap, Nas had a song, right, which he was speaking of himself as being a gun. Is he a gun himself? No, but the storytelling aspect of it was amazing, right? J. Cole has a couple songs where he's speaking about certain friends around the neighborhood, man, their life, what they were going through. Not speaking about his own life. Certain people that were in his neighborhood, what they were going through. It wasn't about him. You understand what I'm saying? Because he really didn't live that street life like that. But guess what? When he speaks about that, he speaks about them. You understand? So you can also use other people's life, man. You can speak on other people's life and use that in a song, right? Kendrick Lamar, Song About You. That's an amazing song, man. Right? Or Song About Me. I believe it's called A Song About Me. All right? Or Sing a Song About Me. All right? That song is amazing. I believe there's 3 different parts to that, 3 different verses in that song. One is speaking about a woman that he knew, a prostitute. The other one is speaking about a man living the gang life, quote unquote. And the third one, I believe, was speaking about him. All right. So he wasn't just speaking about his own story. He was also speaking about other people's stories. You see what I'm saying? Tupac, Brenda's Got a Baby. Is that speaking about Tupac? No, it's speaking about Brenda. But it's a great song, nonetheless, man. Keep your head up. He's speaking about other people's tribulation, other people's trials. You understand? You see where I'm going with that? So you don't have to just speak about your life. You can speak about other people's life, but don't make it seem like it's your life. Don't tell them it's your life. Okay? Don't tell them it's your life. That's what I mean to say. Don't tell them it's your life, but you can also use other people's lives. But you don't have to tell them it. You don't have to tell them whose life it is either. You understand? So those are 4 major tips that I have for you to rap if you don't have an exciting life. If you have a boring life, are you able to rap? Yes, you are. Okay? Yes, you are. You're able to become a great rapper. There's plenty of great rappers who didn't have an exciting life, rather who was living a life just like yours, or even more boring. Okay? There's a lot of rappers I can think about right now that I don't believe they were living any type of exciting life. But guess what? Their songs were good. You know, their body of work was good, or at least good enough to get a fan base. And that's all you need. All you need is a fan base, man. All right? So I'm going to go through these tips again. Number 1 is everyone has a story. All right? Just dramatize it. Number 2 is rap about current events. Number 3 is rap about philosophy, your philosophy on life. Number 4 is speak about someone else's life. Okay, those are 4 major tips that you can use if you have a quote-unquote boring life. All right? Those are tips that you can use, man. So, you know, with that, Rap Dominance family, it's been great. Hopefully that helped you out. You know, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, all right, and leave a comment if you have a question in the comment section. You know, peace out.